Get ready for some out-of-this-world news. As NASA's Parker solar probe was zooming off to explore the sun, it made an epic pit stop at Venus, and what a stunning view it captured on its way past. For the very first time ever, we've got an up-close look at Venus' hidden surface peeking through its thick clouds without using any high-tech radar. It's like having a front-row seat to a cosmic beauty pageant. Buckle up, because multiple space missions are heading to Venus soon. It's going to be a wild space race with teams from around the globe competing for one incredible prize. Could they uncover signs of alien life? Buckle up and let's dive into the mysterious past of our neighboring Venus. Scientists have been convinced that this sweltering planet could have once been an Earth-like haven, teeming with life. But what made them so sure about this cosmic transformation? Why did space probes like Russia's Venera 13 become crash test dummies on the scorching surface of Venus? And how are the latest missions gearing up for a potentially groundbreaking discovery? Could they finally uncover signs of alien life lurking in Venus' thick atmosphere or hidden beneath its volcanic landscape? Let's explore the fascinating story behind Venus and why it's about to become the hottest spot in space exploration. Get ready to meet Christian Huygens, the 17th century Dutch superstar who took our search for life beyond Earth to new heights. This trailblazing astronomer designed an epic telescope that would make his contemporaries jealous, and with it, he made some pretty bold claims. Like spotting oceans on Mars and Jupiter, spoiler alert, they don't actually have any. But when Huygens pointed his lens at Venus, all he could see were thick clouds obscuring the view. Still, he was convinced that this cloud-covered beauty must be a tropical paradise, like a Mexican resort right next door to our own planet, and roughly the same size. Little did he know, Venus would soon become so much more than just a sun-kissed getaway. It was about to turn into one of space's biggest mysteries. Let's dive into the world of 18th century French flair with Bernard Lebovier de Fontenelle, a master showman who turned scientific theories into page-turning drama. When he heard Huygens' ideas about life on Venus, Fontenelle was hooked, and not just because it made for a great story. As the planet of love, according to Roman mythology, Fontenelle imagined that Venus was home to an elite group of sophisticated romantics. He pictured a world where love was in the air, and the warm climate was perfect for swooning couples. Who wouldn't want to join this cosmic romance? Well, it turns out both Huygens and Fontenelle were onto something, and we're about to uncover what's really been going on in our neighboring planet's cloudy veil. Get ready for a major reality check about our neighboring planet, Venus. For centuries, people thought of it as Earth's sultry cousin, where love was in the air, but nothing could be further from the truth. The harsh reality is that Venus is a scorching hot world with an atmosphere that's incredibly hostile to life as we know it. No oxygen, extreme heat, and crushing pressure make it one of the most inhospitable places in our solar system. But here's what gets really interesting. Could there be evidence of past or even present life on Venus? Scientists are now trying to unravel the mystery of how this transformation happened, and maybe, just maybe, they'll uncover clues about a hidden civilization that once thrived beneath its toxic surface. The hunt is on. Buckle up, space fans. We're about to blast off on a journey to uncover some of Venus' deepest secrets. In 2027, NASA's Veritas mission is set to arrive at our neighboring planet with cutting-edge technology that will give us an unprecedented look beneath the thick clouds and volcanic landscape. Using state-of-the-art radars, this spacecraft will map the entire surface and even peer into the depths below, essentially allowing us to travel back in time to see how habitable Venus might have been eons ago. But it's not just a one-player game. India's Shukran orbiter is hot on its heels with similar capabilities and could potentially reach Venus a couple of years earlier. The race is on, and the discovery that awaits us, absolutely mind-blowing. The quest to conquer Venus's surface has been a challenging one. The Soviets took the first bold step towards exploring our mysterious neighbor back in '66 with Venera 3, but unfortunately, this pioneering mission ended in failure and left us with more questions than answers. Undeterred, their subsequent missions, Venera 5 and Venera 6, brought about a simple yet genius solution: aluminum probes paired with parachutes. And guess what? This game-changing design paved the way for future landers to brave the extreme conditions of Venus. Imagine hurtling towards a surface where temperatures soar to an insane 500 degrees Celsius and crushing pressure is a whopping 100 times that of Earth. Yeah, it's not exactly a warm welcome. The Soviet landers that dared to get close experienced this unforgiving environment firsthand, with sulfuric acid clouds making things even more hostile. But here's the mind-blowing part: their readouts weren't lying. The probe's shocking demise confirmed the harsh realities of Venus, setting the stage for Venera 8, a titanium-toughened probe built to withstand the extreme conditions and bring back groundbreaking data from the scorching surface below. Venera 8's titanium armor helped it make it past the initial descent, but unfortunately, its surface stay was as fleeting as a firework, just 23 minutes before the extreme heat and pressure zapped its electronics. The Soviet scientists didn't let that setback stop them. They took what they learned and made their next batch of probes even more robust. Fast forward to the incredible moment when Earth-bound researchers finally got their hands on some out-of-this-world images and audio from Venus's surface. Talk about a technological triumph. Now, check out this hazy landscape. The orange smoke you see is actually a thick fog made of carbon dioxide that stubbornly stays liquid under crushing pressure. If birds existed on Venus, they'd have to be seriously adapted to their surroundings. Imagine fish with wings. For nearly 4 decades, no spacecraft has braved the extreme depths and harsh chemicals of Venus' atmosphere. Until now, NASA's taking cues from old Soviet designs for a mission dubbed Da Vinci Plus, which is poised to pave the way for even more groundbreaking adventures in space exploration. And here's the exciting part, they're not stopping at just any planet. Their next big challenge is heading straight towards an upcoming launch in 2029, with plans to send a state-of-the-art probe soaring into Venus' thick cloud cover. Buckle up, because we're on the cusp of some seriously cool science. This cutting-edge probe isn't just a sightseer, it'll dive deep into Venus' atmosphere and take stunning snaps for over an hour. But Russia's got its own plan, codenamed Venera D, or Durable in English. Set to blast off in 2029, this spacecraft aims to last a whole 120 days on the harsh surface, far outdoing the Soviet-era record of 127 minutes. Both NASA and Russia are racing towards the same ultimate goal, uncovering the secrets of Venusian life. But here's the twist, we're not talking about fluffy creatures or alien overlords. Scientists now believe that even in a scorching environment like Venus, life could take on forms we've never seen before, challenging our wildest imagination. So, what exactly will these new probes be searching for on Venus? The hunt for life beyond Earth often starts with water. If a planet's surface can keep it liquid, it's seen as potentially habitable. But guess what? There are super tough organisms thriving in our world, like the bacteria living in Yellowstone's boiling hot springs. Given this, astronomers are now open to the possibility of finding life forms that don't need water to survive. Talk about broadening our understanding of life. A team led by Professor Sarah Seeger made a groundbreaking discovery in 2020 in Venus' cloudy atmosphere. They found something called phosphine, a toxic gas that's usually associated with living organisms. This eerie find is sending shockwaves through the scientific community, leaving us wondering, could there be some form of life hiding deep within the thick clouds of our neighboring planet? Here's the rewritten paragraph now. Let's dive into what this phosphine discovery really means. You see, on Earth, we know that certain bacteria found in Yellowstone's hot springs produce phosphine as a byproduct. If these microorganisms were somehow trapped within Venus' thick atmosphere, they'd feel right at home. But here's the kicker, scientists also pointed out that phosphine doesn't last long, it breaks down quickly. So if there's a ton of this gas in Venus air, it implies something is actively creating new amounts of it all the time. Meanwhile, a recent breakthrough by Japan's orbital probe has added another fascinating piece to the puzzle. It found evidence that there's an unknown substance in Venus' atmosphere that's capable of absorbing harmful ultraviolet rays from our sun. This suggests that life on Venus might not just exist, but thrive within its extreme environment. Here's the rewritten paragraph, the plot thickens. Astrobiologists have been bigexplainering these findings and have painted a jaw-dropping picture of life on Venus, a world once thought to be too hostile for any living thing. According to their research, microorganisms might actually call the upper atmosphere home, where it's slightly cooler. But here's the kicker, they think these tiny creatures could thrive within droplets of sulfuric acid. That's right, folks, it's like a crazy, acid-filled soap opera up there. And who knows, maybe these passionate microorganisms were behind those mysterious radio waves picked up by NASA's Parker Solar Probe. It's enough to make us wonder if we're not just looking at a hostile alien environment, but an entire alien ecosystem that's ready for its close-up. The skeptical crew is chiming in. They're saying that all these weird and wonderful signs of life could just be Venus's natural vibe, playing out its cosmic symphony without any extraterrestrial conductors. And they've got a point, we still need hard evidence, like concrete phosphine readings, to back up our claims. That's where the Da Vinci Plus probe from NASA comes in, teaming up with the European Space Agency's Envision mission for an intergalactic data dump in 2032. But while we wait, can't help but ask, why do we have to wait so long? Don't you feel like it's time to get our space gear on and dive into the mystery of Venus right now? Hold up, we've got some game-changing news. The countdown to answers just sped up significantly. Massachusetts Institute of Technology is launching its own privately funded mission to Venus, led by none other than Sarah Seeger herself, who first spotted that tantalizing phosphine signal. Meanwhile, Rocket Lab's got a tiny but mighty probe ready to blast off in 2023, aiming to hang out in Venus's atmosphere for at least 10 minutes and give us the lowdown on those phosphine levels. And if that wasn't enough, MIT has an even bigger plan. It'll be deploying several floating aerostats into Venus's atmosphere for a more detailed, long-term exploration. Buckle up, folks, the wait just got a whole lot shorter. Get ready for a deep dive into the unknown. In just days, scientists might catch their first glimpse of tiny sulfuric acid droplets in Venus's atmosphere, and even sniff out any potential signs of those hardy microorganisms that could thrive in such extreme conditions. But we're not stopping there. MIT is gearing up for its most audacious project, yet a massive aerostat, equipped with top-notch gear, will take to the skies and hover among Venus's clouds for weeks on end. This floating laboratory has the potential to be the ultimate game changer. If anything remarkable does exist in those thick clouds, it'll likely make itself known. Now all we need is a launch date. Stay tuned, space fans. Fasten your seatbelts, space enthusiasts. This revolution in astronomy isn't just about the search for life on Venus, it's also about how we're doing it. For the first time ever, a private research university is taking the lead on an expedition to explore our neighboring planet, and that's a major leap forward. I'm personally rooting for MIT, but whoever gets there first will be making history. Let's think about what this could mean if the same microorganisms thriving in Yellowstone's hot springs are found on Venus. It would flip our understanding of life on its head. It'd mean that life likely originated on Venus and then made its way to Earth. Talk about an interplanetary family tree. On the other hand, if we discover entirely new types of bacteria, it could be a sign that the universe is teeming with life, and we're just at the beginning of an incredible journey of discovery. One thing's for sure, this is going to be a wild ride. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this groundbreaking mission. As we eagerly await the results, I'm curious, what do you think we can expect from future expeditions to our mysterious neighbor Venus? Will they uncover evidence of life in extreme conditions, or will they reveal entirely new forms of biology? The universe is full of secrets, and it's